Okay, let's quickly run the analysis on Gbpusd. So from the weekly time frame, what can we see? We can see that market has been bearish over time. We had this break of structure and prices around here. Now it's around this zone. So is price going to sell all the way down or it will continue to push up? We are going to find out. So we don't have business with all the things that have happened here so far. But what we can see from the recent, after this high was taken out, after this break of structure, we saw that price rejected this block here, rejected that demand zone and went all the way up and is back in that zone, So is price going to break this zone to take out this liquidity here, because this is double bottom and that's liquidity, that's sell side liquidity. So is price going to break this demand zone to take out this liquidity, or is going to push all the way up to take out the liquidity above? So let's go down to the one day or the daily time frame. So we add this break of structure. We add this break of structure here. And what happened? Price took out the low that caused that break of structure, took out that low here. So, and that's a market structure shift to the downside, meaning we should be looking for sales. And what happened? Price came all the way down here and returned to this supply zone here. Returned to the supply zone, and after returning to that supply zone, what happened? It sold massively to the downside. So having respected this demand, we'll be expecting price to take out this sell side liquidity. So I'm expecting price to come all the way down to take out this liquidity. Now recently, what can we see? We saw the price took out this low, returned into this last candle, which is the supply zone, returned to that candlestick, and what happened? It broke the structure. So it broke this structure to the downside. We had this break of structure, and price also returned into that zone, the supply zone, returned into the supply zone, and is rejected that zone and is coming all the way down to take this internal liquidity. So it's coming for this internal liquidity. So let's go to the 4 hours and see what we are expecting. So this is what we have. We saw this break of structure, price returned into this zone here and is rejecting. We have a demand zone here which so many people would want to be buying from. This demand zone, many will want to be buying from it. So we can just see a little buy and then takes out the liquidity to come to the downside. So, but then we react based on what the market is giving us, guys. So we've been seeing markets selling in a range format. We sold all the way down, returning to the other block, broke the structure, returning to the other block, and now this is where we are. Let's see what the 1 hour is giving us. So from the 1 hour time frame, we saw that after this break of structure here, price never returned to this. After this break of structure here, price did not return to this other block. So price did not return to that block. Then we add another break of structure here. We had this break of structure. Price only returned into the fair value gap, into this fair value gap, and dished a sell to the downside. So after this break of structure, what did you see? We saw price returned into the other block here and mitigated the other block very nicely and pushed to the downside. Now what can we see? Let me take this off. What can we see? We saw price took out this low. That is another break of structure here. So that is a tiny break of structure there. And where's the last candle before that break of structure? This is the last candle. So I would expect to see price tap into this zone nicely, tap into this zone and give me a confirmation entry to go lower. So this is what I'll be expecting price to do. On the 30-minute time frame, we can refine the other block. So we have the other block, we have a tiny fair value gap, so we can refine it into this. Let's see the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, this will be our other block. Refine it to this. So this will be our other block on the 15-minute. So I would want to see price tap into it and give a sell and possibly return back to take as a sweep of liquidity and then give us a break of structure here, and I would love to engage from any demand zone or supply zone rather, from any supply zone, and this will be my target. So this is what I'm expecting price to do, move all the way into this zone and give me a sell confirmation to engage the sell to the downside. So let's see how our gold is faring. Okay, we're having gold returning. I have a fair value gap here on the 3 minutes time frame, so I expect price to come into this fair value gap here and continue the buys so anything can happen. So let's quickly look at what EU is saying from the weekly time frame. Okay, from the weekly time frame, let's take this off. From the weekly time frame, we can see that over some weeks now, price have been buying. We just want to look for the recent break of structure and see price reaction from either the supply or the demand zone. So we add this break of structure and price reacted from this doji candlestick and then took out this eye. So that's a break of structure on a lower time frame though. So this is significantly what we can see. We have seen a sweep of liquidity, and this is the next liquidity that is to be targeted. But price is choppy here. It has been consolidating over the weeks. So, but we have this break of structure, and we have this sell side liquidity. So after we add this break of structure, what happened? What did price do? We can see the price gave a change, internal change of character or market structure shift. Here we had this market structure shift, and price came to mitigate a sniper, mitigate the supply level, and after that mitigation we also add another break of structure, and price returned to mitigate the other block. So just like EU or just like GU2, we have double bottom. This is 1, 2, this daily time frame, okay? So we have a double bottom. So this is a liquidity that is packing down here. So meaning we need to see price go take this low. So what can we see, guys? Price sold all the way down and took out this low. You know, this is a swing, and we saw price took out this low. And what happened? This is the order block here, and price is reacting from it already. Price is reacting from this other block already, is rejecting it. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, what can we see? Yeah, we can see that other block. Let's refine it. So price is rejected, went back up and rejected again. So we are looking for sales. More sell, guys. I'm looking for more sell. So we have that rejection. So we have this low. Price would want to do something like this, return into a demand, a supply zone, and go all the way down. So what is our 15 minutes saying? There is no clear zone for entry, so we've just seen price being choppy around here. So I would want to see price break this low and then return into a zone here. It may be this candle, but we cannot mark it until we have that break. So it may be this candle, but that's what I just want to see. I want to see this low taken out and then price return into a zone here for more sales to the downside. So this is what we have for EU. So for this week, we want to see more sales. We want to see more sales. Market has just opened, so the week is still very much young. market has just opened, so we should expect a push to the downside, and maybe in the London section we should be able to get an entry to engage this price. So that will be all for now. I wish you a nice and a wonderful trading week.